to turn retirement savings into a monthly income. I mean, heck, people save their whole life and then boom,
the day comes, right?
The day, well, hopefully,
yeah, hopefully it comes for the vast majority of us out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't want to work till death.
No,
which sometimes happens, but
sometimes it does happen.
Getting back on track.
Let's get her back on the rails. All right, back on the rails. All right, yeah. So turning your investments into monthly cash. Yeah. You're spending your own money and not necessarily your employer's, right? Everybody has a little bit. It seems like anyway, has a little bit of a little learning curve with that. So
they do. A lot of information out there on the web talking about the 4%, whatever monies you have accumulated. If you start drawing out 4%, the probabilities would show you'll probably never run out of money, regardless of how long you live. Yeah, but it's not a for sure. It's not a guarantee. Some have moved that up a little bit to 4.5. Some have moved it down.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of also depends on how much risk you're taking in your portfolio.
Yeah, if you're taking no risk in your portfolio, you probably don't want to be pulling at a 4% clip. Certainly not where we've seen interest rates over the last 15 years. So
well, I guess it depends on how big your nest egg is.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
But yeah. So at one of the things like we would say is while you're working, it's easy. You're in the accumulation phase. Hopefully you have an employer sponsored retirement plan like a 401k. And every paycheck, money's going into that. Maybe there's a match. And hopefully you've been maximizing that. And so for many, many years, gosh, what do you call it? Maybe 40 years of working, you have been in this accumulation phase. A lot of the folks don't pay a heck of a lot of attention in that. Say, just keep putting money in. Your dollar cost averaging, market goes up, market goes down, etc. But kind of the game changes when you get into the distribution phase, because you've already commented, now you're spending your money, not the company's money.
Right, and I tell folks, the clients that we talk to, that growing the money, that's kind of the easiest part of the whole thing, right? It's, all right, now, when it comes to creating those income streams or drawing off of your own money, what's the best way to do that? What's the best strategy, whether it be a tax exempt account or if it's a taxable pre-tax account where it's going to cost you some tax money.
Well, and that's exactly right. The worst thing that can happen right out of the gate is you're walking into a recession.
Oh, yeah.
So we hate to see that. Devin and I have been doing this for over 30 years each. So there's been a bunch of recessions over those 30 years. And heck, if you are starting to draw money from your retirement right when things are going down 20-30%, can have a long-lasting impact on your retirement and your nest egg.
Yeah, big time. I mean, we've seen it. We've unfortunately had folks that have timed it wrong, and I mean, not to their fault. Yeah, just kind of dumb luck type of thing. And the portfolios look a whole lot different from somebody that had a 10% run where the markets were really good versus a couple of years where the market wasn't very good right out of the gate. So, but again, that's where working with a professional, kind of getting those pools of money together and make sure you're taking from the right spots and having some extra money maybe set aside so that you can withstand some of those downturns.
And that's exactly, what I was going to say is then reviewing those income streams. Depending on your age, you may be collecting Social Security, you may be collecting a pension, and as Social Security says, it should be a three-legged stool. A lot of times anymore, it's a two-legged stool because traditional pensions are
for the most part
not many left. But you got Social Security, maybe a pension, and then your own income from your own assets to help get your total cash flow that you need per month.
Yeah, and it's important, I think, sorry to interrupt you if you're going to continue with your thought there.
No, please.
Also important to review these, adjust them. Adjust your income if you are going through one of those downturns. maybe that's not the year you pull money out for that new car or for whatever you were thinking about pulling.
His and her Suburbans.
His and her Suburbans. We've had that one come up.
We have.
It's been many moons, but I use that example.
Yeah. So exactly, if the market right out of the gate is going poorly, maybe you tighten the belt a little bit, not pay off the house, not buy an extra car, maybe not do that trip to Hawaii or whatever it is, and tighten the belt a little bit.
Yeah, do those things when the market's on a surge, I guess, if you will. So
Yeah.
better times anyway.
Exactly. Also, taking a look at your portfolio. Hopefully, as you've gotten older, closer to retirement, you've adjusted that, rebalanced it, maybe made part of it a little more conservative.
Oh, good point.
Where you've got your long-term bucket of money that's maybe your high-tech stocks that have done great but are much more volatile. Then maybe your blue chippers, a little more steady eddy, not going to necessarily grow as quickly, but shouldn't shrink as fast either. And then your short-term conservative, maybe cash, which that would be the bucket you're going to start drawing off of initially.
Yeah, good point. That bucket strategy is very important. It's been around for a long time. We utilize it, so it's important to make sure those buckets kind of are refilled occasionally and pulled from at the right times.
Yeah, because you may actually be in retirement longer than you ever worked.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So, some folks want to get ultra conservative. That's fine. However, if you think retirement might be 40 years, you probably still need some growth.
Yeah.
So that's really our final point is you got to go in and readjust and rebalance your portfolio based on circumstances.
Right, because those do run away. We do have strong markets, and investments will run away from you. So you just got to make sure you do rebalance and fill those buckets back up.
You do. Our saying around here is markets drop very quickly and go up very slowly. That hasn't been the case like
recent history, maybe not so
during
much.
COVID. It was more of a V, down quickly and up quickly. After the Iran war, it was down quickly, up quickly. That's not traditional. Not typical either. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have questions, please give us a call.